Today, we're diving into some really powerful ideas from Marvin Osemwegie's guide, Speak from the Heart. It's an incredible resource for anyone looking to make their most important relationships just better. So, we're going to explore some of the biggest takeaways. You know that feeling, right? When you're trying so hard to explain something and it just feels like you're talking to a brick wall? It's so frustrating, it can make you feel really alone. But here's the first thing you have to get. That feeling, it is not a sign that you've failed. Not at all. It's a signal, like a blinking light on your dashboard, telling you there's a disconnection that just needs a little bit of attention. And trust me, we are not alone in this. The author, Marvin Osemwegie, he's a social worker, has seen this happen over and over again. He makes it super clear that this struggle is totally universal. It's just part of being human. And you know what that means? It means there are ways to work through it. So, let's get to the bottom of it. What is really causing that feeling of disconnection? Let's dig into the root of the problem and figure out why we so often feel like we're just not being heard in our relationships. Okay, look at this, because it really just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's like two completely different roads. When communication is good, it's not just about avoiding fights. No, it's actively building up trust and making you feel safe. But on the flip side, poor communication, it's not neutral. It's actively creating tension. It lets our brains fill in the gaps with wild assumptions, and it lets those tiny little frustrations build up into these huge, messy problems. So, how do we actually fix this? Well, the answer might surprise you. Osemwegie says the most important first step isn't about figuring out the perfect thing to say to the other person. Nope. It all starts by looking inward. This right here is the absolute core of it all. You just can't communicate a feeling to someone else if you haven't really figured out what it is yourself. So many of our arguments and misunderstandings happen because we're just reacting. We're letting our emotions run the show instead of responding from a place where we actually know what's going on inside. Seriously, think about it for a second. That sudden flash of anger you feel, is it really just anger, or is it maybe covering up a deeper feeling of being hurt? And when you go completely silent, are you just being quiet, or are you maybe hiding how disappointed you really are? That constant feeling of being irritated. Could that actually be a sign that you're afraid or feeling insecure? These are the real emotions we need to be talking about. So the most important thing you can do is just pause, right in the middle of that heated moment or even in that heavy silence. Just ask yourself this one simple question. The second you can name your true emotion, hurt, disappointment, fear, you get your power back. It's what lets you talk with clarity instead of just reacting out of confusion. Okay, so once you've taken that moment to look inward and you have a much better idea of what you're actually feeling, then you're ready to talk. So now let's build on that with a practical toolkit you can literally start using today. This three-part framework, it's a total game changer. First, speak your truth with I feel statements. Saying I feel hurt when is a completely different universe from saying you always. Why does this work so well? Because it's not an accusation. You're just stating what's true for you, and that invites them to understand you instead of immediately getting defensive. Second, listen to actually understand, not just to wait for your turn to talk. And third, you've got to watch out for those common traps, right? Assuming you know what they mean, interrupting them, or just shutting down completely. Just noticing you're about to do one of those things can change everything. But this isn't just about getting through one tough conversation. Healthy communication isn't some magic wand you wave when there's a problem. It's really about building a stronger, more solid foundation for your whole relationship day in and day out. And here's something really important from the book. The goal is not to become some perfect communicator who never ever says the wrong thing. Come on, that's impossible. The real goal is to create a space of openness and honesty, where both of you are just willing to try, to listen, to stumble, and to grow together. It's the effort that really matters. And when you think about it that way, it kind of takes the pressure off, right? This isn't some test you're going to pass or fail. It's a practice. It's a lifelong, loving practice of just trying to better understand yourself and the people you care about. Which brings us to this powerful, wonderful idea that's at the heart of this whole guide. This isn't just about learning a new skill. It's about honoring a deep need that we all have. You absolutely deserve to be in relationships where you feel seen, valued, and truly, deeply heard. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Think of this not just as information, but as an invitation. What's one feeling, it can be big or small, that you can practice sharing with someone today? Just with a little more honesty and a little more calmness. That's it. That's where this whole journey really begins.